Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Budget Beatdown, Revved Riches versus Thrifty Thrills. This week, my soothing, alluring, tired voice, as we race the Porsche Panamera, the Porsche Panamera Turbo, aka their four-door Porsche. Not a bad, for legitimately, I will say this much about this car. When I first saw the concept for this car, I thought it wasn't that bad. It looked like a sleek four-door. I'm like, this looks good. It's got the long bonnet, it's got the long hood, it's got the short, curved top, and then it just comes into a rear bumper at the end. I'm like, that looks like a good shape for like a four-door sports car. It looks like a sports car while also looking like a comfortable, hey, I can fit the family in here. I don't know if you could fit like a family of Michael Jordans in here, but my family could fit in here.
Yeah, they could pretty comfortably.
Anyways, this week, I will be in a high car with 75,000 credits to spend, and my luscious voice to keep me company as I do not tune my vehicle. Meanwhile, Wobblepop will have his own lustrous, sexy voice while he tunes his own vehicle.
Yeah.
Will his 55,000 credits and will his 20,000 credits less than mine and his tuning be able to keep up with my extra 20,000 credits? Only time will tell. It would be a shame if we had another blowout like last week.
It would be a sure shame, but I believe that it's not going to happen like that. This week it's going to be very close.
Like I said, if this game goes off of real world prices for Porsche parts, you're kind of screwed because you're going to be able to get like 5 parts and then, all right, can't buy anything else. Well, that sucks. But if it actually goes off of the game, because they don't do that for like the Silvia or other cars, so I doubt that they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's a Porsche, so everything's got the Porsche tax on it. I hope not, at least.
Well, it's okay. This thing just needs a little bit more power anyways. Good luck.
All right. I haven't played around with this yet, so 40,000 credits for 52 extra horsepower. Yeah, no. Rear wheel drive. It already comes stock with all wheel. That's good. That means we can just dump right into our usuals. We'll go for slick race tires. We'll go for wide rear tire. 345s on the back. Oh my goodness, this is a thick, chunky girl. What's your front? 275s. That's not bad. We might be able to just dump into power and beat it. I feel kind of bad now because we're about to. I feel kind of bad for Wobblepop because we are about to be able to dump the same amount of 20,000 extra credits into the same amount of parts that he can. Because I'm not upgrading the engine for 40,000. I don't see the point in that. 40,000. Oh wait. Whoa, no. 40,000 for just 52 horsepower doesn't seem like it's worth it, unless it just. Wait a second. It just brings it up to a V10, which isn't that great. So I think we'll just keep it stock, yeah. And we'll just go full on into handling and everything else. 187, 150 for race. While the cancer might not be good for us, I think 187, that will give us a little bit extra speed. Why the fuck not? Almost a half ton knocked off the weight. Holy crap, what fluff are they taking out of this car? We'll go for sway bars, why not? $101 for 36, that's not too bad. 22 for 25. Yeah, okay, so it's going for normal prices, more or less. It's not going for those hyper specific, actual real world car prices, which is a good sign. 11 for 18, 16 for 22, 13 for 19, no. 13 for 36, oh my goodness, 13 for 36, yikes. 38 for 40, oh my goodness, these are bad. 38 for 16, yikes. I mean, I guess we could just dump into it because we can, but I don't like it. Wait, did we get the... Yeah, we did get the race flywheel. Okay. Let's go for the more reasonable upgrades. 18 for 11. 22 for 16. 14 for 19. I mean, it's not great value, but hey, we're already above his budget. And I don't want to say that like I'm bragging, like, oh, we're only above his budget. 2100. Is that all? 38. So we're just going to dump fully into power at this point. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for that. 40 pounds off of the weight is going to be quite an improvement, you know. 5K unlocks that. No. Let's do that. I mean, we aren't going to be able to play with the tuning, but that might help us out a little bit. We'll take off one of the engine parts here. What was a bad one? No, not you. Was it you? Yeah, you were the bad one. And that gives us a little wiggle room. We can't do the full that. But we can upgrade this into... We can make both of them chunky tires. That way we'll have more surface at least on the front tires. She looks like, I mean, other than the gigantic spoiler, which I don't necessarily like, she looks mean, which is great. For color, Porsches do normally come in like a cool... This kind of gray, but with less beige in it, like this right here. This cool, like, high to low, black and white gray that looks good. I mean, all grays are black and white. I want to do that, but a little bit better here. A little bit more pronounced here. Actually, what if we invert these for a second? Oh, that actually looks... Oh, because that's not fully dark. That's why. Okay, let's raise that up. I mean, that looks more like their Porsche styling. I don't know if I like that. What do we do this? So it's darker. It's more of a darker, but with like little hints of that. Porsche's racing colors are yellow, right? I think they are. I don't know if I like that though. That might be too much. Wait a second. No, that looks too much like a Viper color. That does look like a Porsche blue right there. That's not bad. But what about a Porsche purple? There we go. I'm ready. I have a good idea for these two. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go for that purple chrome right there. Yeah. The purple people eater. The PPE, baby. We'll go for a chrome red here. We'll see how that looks. You can't really see it through the rims, but it might look better chromed. You really can't see it through the red. I mean through the rim. Oopsie. The purple peeper eater, baby. I want to see if they have. Oh, it's Aya. Nice. But I don't want Aya. Let's see. Search. Description. Would it just be shark? It might be just shark. There we go. That's what I wanted. That doesn't look too good. But from the sides, doing that might be good. Oh, wait. No. No, I am on the right side. Okay. We need to scale that down a lot. Right there, baby. Yeah. And then flip to the other side.
Oh, you went for purple people eater. I actually like it. It looks.
Okay,
I
yours is
like the
not that bad.
rims too.
I actually kind of like it. It's adorable.
Yours is vicious though.
I I wanted to add like full on like a shark teeth motive throughout the entire front. All of the frontward facing shark teeth look like dog shit, and I was just like, all right, no, we're fine. We're fine with not doing that.
Right, right. It
I
looks
also
good though.
might have gone too hard with the purple aesthetic, and I'm maybe that purple chrome I could have just done regular chrome on, but oh well.
No, it's fine. It's
I should have added like some blood streaks going down the side or something. Oh, that would have made it look good. Oh well, whatever. I'm assuming you're still tuned in.
I am all good to go. I'm waiting to hear your stats.
Alrighty, buddy. So I realized this $40,000 for the engine upgrade, which only gives you 52 extra horsepower. And I was just like, I don't care what unlocks that engine has. That is the worst exchange rate for horsepower to money I've ever heard in my life. Fitting for a Porsche engine. My stats are 835 horsepower, 757 foot-pounds of torque, weight of 3,407 pounds, frontward placement of that weight at 54%, and the engine displacement of 4.4 liters, which seems surprisingly small for a four-door Porsche, in my opinion.
It does, but this thing scoots. Are you ready for this?
Takeoff is slow in mine, I'll tell you that much. But I'm ready.
It's a little slow, but I mean, for what it is, it moves. I have 807 horse, 732 foot-pounds of torque, weighing in at 3,511 pounds. Front weight ratio of 53 and a displacement of 4.40.
I thought there might have been more of a divide between us because I was like, I got maybe 2 to 3 engine upgrade parts before I was like, all right, I have met his budget already. Surely my power is either A, going to blow him out of the water, or B, I'm going to have something else that is going to help me. Other than this rear spoiler, I feel like I've wasted $5,000 with the rear spoiler, and I could have gone with something else.
I believe you did, because this thing has an automatic rear spoiler.
Fucking bitch. God,
but I will say, with your extra little bit of power, you are going to be very powerful in the circuits.
I don't know, because it takes off. I don't know if you've tuned yours to be better at takeoff. Mine, and I'm giving you spoilers at this point. Mine feels like a slug starting off. And then when she gets up to 150 plus, it feels like that's where she starts to slow down on the acceleration train. And I'm like, all right, I haven't even looked at my theoretical top speed yet. It doesn't feel like I'm going to get anywhere near 200 miles per hour. And I don't like that, because I put in all this money for some good engines. I want some good top speed, baby.
Right. Well, mine said I had a theoretical of 239. I ran it down the drag strip. I was barely hitting 179.
Yeah, I think at the end of the drag strip, I also was hitting around 170, maybe 180. This might be a very close race this week.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the drifts are in the bag for me, though, because I can put all
You
that
can
power
actually
to the
change,
rear.
you can change all of your drift. I cannot. So
yeah, exactly.
This might be more this might be more of a shutout than you or I ever thought.
I don't know. It might be. I was by the time you messaged me, I was getting ready for bed. Are you ready?
I like that there is a Girth Brooks 5109. Oh my goodness. I hate this. I'm good to go. You see it too, right? To the right?
I saw it.
Oh, I didn't even hear the. Oh, we were talking too loud. Oh well. I don't mind you getting
sleeping.
I don't mind you getting this dub. Uh-oh.
Yours is really like a slug. Holy crap.
I don't know if I started in second because I switched up to third. Yeah, that was not great.
Wait, did you go with the 4-speed?
I went for the 4-speed, and I feel like that might have been a problem too.
No.
Because I think
this thing's automatically designed to shift the power it had. You should have just went with a race.
I probably should have. I realized as soon as I came out and I did my first pass down the main drag here, I was like, this is going to be horrible for me. And I made some bad decisions. And I was like, I could go back and try and change everything really quickly. And I'm like, nah, fuck it. I've locked in. We're just going to fucking go with this. I don't care. It's too late. I just woke up and I want to go back to sleep. Which kind of sounds a little too lazy for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, there is a lot of stupid stuff in that movie, but it's still funny to this day. I hold that down.
Oh, for sure.
If James Franco and I forgot what his name is, Seth Rogen never make a movie again, the interview will live as like maybe not their most famous movie, but one of their best in my opinion. I haven't looked at it, the difference.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yeah, I really did apparently. Oh my goodness. How is 20,000 credits only giving me a bonus of 2 points?
One, that rear spoiler.
Yeah.
Because if you had the more power, you know, I mean, you got more power than I do.
There was only one part that I took off, and it only gave me 13 extra with like 13 or 16 extra horsepower. Oh my god, no! This is gonna be a shut up.
I got the top gears tuned in tight.
Yeah, I can see that as you just kept going forward and disappearing off my radar. Fucking whatever. You know what? It's in the bag. You win. I'm done. All right, we're done for this week. We'll come back next week. Nissan Skyline. Who fucking cares?
You know, I have those top gears like at fifth, so fifth, sixth, and seventh. When you shift, it only drops back down to 7K, so it's just right there in the RPM.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Right, and it's designed to have all them gears. So
yeah, exactly.
Realistically, like, yes, our other cars, the low ones going up into high stuff.
I wonder if this is going to be any better at drifting then, since I put it on drift suspension. Because drift suspension gives you an extra, like, 0.2 inches of clearance. And I'm like, that might increase my speed. Apparently, fucking not. With the choices I made.
Might, but I don't know. I think it's going to be difficult to get that thing to slide because... Yeah, I mean, my differentials was at 60% to the rear, so that's a bonus to you. But this front end just loves to grab.
That power difference just ashames me, though. I am mad about that. Damn,
it's your wing, dude. You killed the car. Like it. Watch this around this course. This thing. Has an automatic wing.
I know you. I saw it already on the drag course when you got in the second. Oh, it might help if I actually shift up. Oh my god, fucking. This is going off great.
I will say she does like to get a little squirrely, though.
She can take these corners at high speed so far. I'm in third gear and I didn't have to shift down.
I really thought about going for... Wow, brain fart. Good job.
Nah, dude, I've had them before, too.
I really thought about going for drift zone, but I'm like, this suspension's already set up really well for this car. So I just went for the race thinking it might actually give me an advantage.
Well, because with that as well, you can still lower it down to where the drift is anyways. The drift just makes it so if you don't want to tune, you don't have to, kind of thing.
Right.
With drift, it just drops it to the bottom. And it's like, all right, cool, you're at the lowest clearance you can get from this car. Whatever. But I think with race, you can still... That's the reason why in high car, I always go for the drift suspension, and in low car, I always go for the race. Because in low car, you can tune it so that you can still lower it down to the minimum floor that you can get. But with high car, you can't tune it. So that extra 0.2 inches might be the difference between, 200 miles per hour and 210 miles per hour on the drag strip.
True.
In this car, I don't
like
think
the way this car feels.
In this car, I don't think it added anything, really. She turns good. It's just the pilot.
And the big old wing on the back.
I mean, that too, yeah. That and the really 4-speed transmission. I mean, it was that, or it was like one piece that adds 14 horsepower, and I'm like, all right, cool. I can lose the 14 horsepower and be fine with this. It's whatever. And I now regret that because I could have gone for a front splitter too, and I just didn't. Because I was like,
I think the front splitter would have helped you a lot more.
Maybe. I don't know if it really would have.
No, because like coming around this corner up here that I'm coming around, that front splitter would have really dragged that front end in, whereas I got to really let off the fuel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although, I mean, jeez, this thing is planted.
Oh, she's got that grip. She is sucking for her life, and she's not letting go until you come.
She is not.
Like, I mean, I have to e-brake to drift on these turns.
Not me if I turn in and braked at the wrong moment, but the drift looked cool.
Oh, did you see my drift from the other side of the race as you were heading towards the finish line?
I drifted.
But yeah, no, she is planted to the floor. Like that's the one thing about this car that I can go. It feels like a good this feels like it could be a race car. It feels like a family sedan that could be a race car. It just I kind of went and that's what happened. Is I went and now it looks like a fucking idiot designed this car and was like,
let's add a spoiler to it. It's gonna make it look so cooler.
Best lap time is still 6 seconds under you. Jesus.
You kind of had a brain fart at the beginning, though.
I really did.
Which allowed me to run.
But it wasn't big enough to explain a 6-minute lap best difference. I mean, that as well as you can afford better booze at that point.
True, but I'm tired of waking up not knowing what the fuck I did and shit, so.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing is, it's the same reason why I'm trying to taper off of vaping, because it's like, all right, cool, look at my budget and then look how much is coming out of it for vape every week. Every 4 weeks I have to buy a new pack of filters. Every week or every other week I have to buy a new juice can. I'm gonna switch off of this and go to like a lower, more nicotine but less expensive overall, and hope that works out kind of thing. And so far, I mean, it looks like it works out. It doesn't have as much taste when it comes to the flavors, but it's still overall, budgetary wise, it feels like a better option. And I'm like, all right, cool.
That's fair. No, I'm not really doing it for the budget. I mean, although I do spend $120 a week, even though I work all week.
I mean, I don't want to say that you have a problem, but I do remember every single time you got done trucking, you came home, you literally just dropped your stuff off in the house and walked across the street to get booze. Booze and food. Those were wrong. It was booze and I don't even think it was food. I think it was just snacks. And you're like, all right, we're good to go. It's like,
no,
hey.
I'd buy pizzas.
Okay, that's fair.
Most of the time it was the fucking pizzas.
I just remember that there was one time that you were like, I'm going to come home. Cool. You were like, I'm bringing the truck to the yard right now and then I'll be home. And I was like, awesome, I'll meet him. And then I went to the bathroom, and between me going to the bathroom, you had got home, dropped off your stuff. And this might just be like, hey, I take too long in the bathroom, maybe. While I was in the bathroom, you got home, dropped your stuff off, went to the truck stop and got booze and came back to the house. And by the time you came back, I was getting out of the bathroom, and I was like, oh, wow. Do I take too long?
No, because I probably sent you that message like right as I was getting off the highway.
Maybe.
And at that moment, we had a couple of good routes where it was just like we could just freaking get down the line pretty much quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
Having all the stop signs and stuff, you know. And you know that way up to Troy's old place.
Yeah.
Up that straight 2-lane road. Yeah, that worked out really good for getting us to the house quicker. And yeah, I don't take time because I already had all my shit packed in the morning before I.
Yeah, exactly. You know that. Okay, this is the last day. Like this is the last leg of the journey. I don't need to pack up. Oh yikes! I failed bad at this race. I shifted. Oh my goodness! And if you hear me chuck a controller at any point during any of these races, and my screen goes to the pause screen, you fucking know why.
Well, if I have to be honest, I totally fucked up this last freaking.
I was about to say because it seems like I've
hit almost every single freaking wall, and I'm doing this car a disservice.
All right, it's a racing car. Smack, 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 smack. We're treated like an off-duty truck. Oh no, that was a bad drift at the end. Uh-oh.
Did I see that?
Did you see? Okay, I didn't know if you saw it, but it was just me drifting and then just smacking my ass right in the wall. That's great. Yikes.
I shifted to you just as you smacked the ass on the wall.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Embarrassing.
Oh, hilarious though.
Yesterday, I guess yesterday
on Call of Duty.
I guess yesterday and today there's a patch on the new Call of Duty system on Steam. 60 fucking gigs. And I'm like, yeah, you can fucking wait. And then I went to take a nap. So I hope it downloaded during that time.
Well, but I got to say the upload, I don't have an actual example because that freaking video this week was so short because my dumbass recording.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So, oh, well. But, I mean, that was a 14-minute video and it uploaded in 4 minutes.
I mean, that's pretty damn quick. I think mine...
I was impressed.
I think my weekly episodes take about half an hour or so to upload. I'm not sure.
Well, that's not too bad because my weekly episode uploads normally took like 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, you could set them, put it in the description, schedule it for the next day, and be like, all right, cool, I'm going to go take it. I'm going to go to bed now.
Right, but the problem is I have to watch it because sometimes the Google will say, "Oh, I'm going to time out on it." So.
Oh yeah, I do hate that when it happens.
Any of the browsers. So yeah, that's why I've had to upload stuff.
My problem this week was with Resolve, not YouTube. For some reason, Resolve would not let me. I was. It was Tuesday night, and I forgot about the episode all day until like 10 o'clock at night. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I need something.
Well, I was like, I need to shit this episode out real fucking quick. All right, whatever. Went to go do it, and then I'm like, and I don't know why I was in a rush because I didn't have to do anything Wednesday. But so I'm like, all right, cool. I think you did say something. I was like, oh shit, yeah, fucking episode this week.
Yeah, earlier I mentioned it when I was editing the video because I was like, wait a second, did we quit it?
Yeah. You mentioned it, and then I was like, all right, cool, I need to do it. And then I forgot about it again until like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta fucking upload the episode this week. Did it, and then for some reason it wouldn't save the file. I had to literally shut down DaVinci and then put it under a new save name for a file. Oh, and I goofed up there with second to third. I mean, I've just been goofing up all night. But so yeah, I had to save it under a new name. I had to put it under a new name, and then it would finally finish rendering. And I'm like, oh my goodness, fucking finally. And then this week's episode uploaded pretty damn quickly. I think this week's episode uploaded in like 19 minutes or so. And then they have to do the conversion to HD and all the checks and stuff. So that took longer. Right, but I usually set that and forget
I don't schedule that part. That part's fine as long as it uploads fully. That's the biggest part.
Because I don't play music, so I doubt it's going to be like, oh, there's copyright claims or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't had a single issue with one of our videos ever.
Not with ours. With Fallout videos, like with Fallout New Vegas specifically, and Fallout 3. Because radios do play copyrighted music in the world, that's the only problems I've had with DMCA stuff. And even then, I'm like, cool, I don't get monetized anyway. So, like, what are they going to take away from me? My video? Go ahead. That wasn't too bad, but still, I goofed up on a lot of areas where I stayed in second for too long. It might have been a few nanoseconds, but those few milliseconds count,
But there were some areas where your wing was really helpful. Like, did you see how my ass end was just kicking out?
I will say, I don't know if it's helping with the turning, but it feels like it is at least. Yeah. I don't think I've ever, with tuning, I don't think I've ever maximized it. I've always been like, cool, I'll set it and forget it for like a few races, and then I'll be like, oh, wait, these are longer races now. I need to like I need to gear up the gear ratio or whatever. And I'll forget to like upgrade the tires from the drag ratio I had for them.
Purple pee-pee eater comes back.
Purple pee-pee eater. I'm gonna eat that dick, boy. The purple pee-pee, the Porsche Panamera purple pee-pee eater. But like for that corner, I barely had to slow down. Whereas most of our other cars, I will have to slow down tremendously to get through like these corners. And I think it's just the grip of tires and this car specifically that do that.
Yes, I agree. Oh.
Oh.
Yep. Ariel, how's the backside look?
It doesn't look like you have too much dirt on there yet.
Okay. Yeah, she's a squirrely one out here, but it's fun.
No, she's gripping tremendously well for the dirt. Like, I'm not swinging around. Like I said, I'm not swinging around here. I'm actually sticking pretty damn well. Which is funny because we're in. I'm assuming that you're also in race slicks. But
yes.
this is like sticking very well to. I mean, other than that corner where I grinded in the wall for a bit, she's very well maintained in the dirt here.
I agree.
Like, I'm not fighting to control her slides through here. I think that was actually the first corner that I actually slid through, you know.
Yeah, I haven't slid through much. Just the important ones, like that first one back there at the start of the hill.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I could have done. I should have went lower.
I mean, because we're running out of lower class cars at this point. When we have to start doing the higher end cars, if this is a sign of what they are, it's going to be a lot more controllable, which is good because we've also been doing this. We've been doing this show. Currently, we are on, at the time of recording this video, we are on 63 episodes of the show, at least on my channel.
Jeez, yo.
And it's like,
wow, I can't believe
we've been doing this for slightly over a year and a few months at this point, which is, you don't think about it, but that's quite a long time for like a series that we just came up with off the top of our heads, you know?
Right.
Because I think the series was literally just, hey, you know, high-low car? Yeah, let's do that in Forza. All right, sounds good. What are the rules? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It's turned out to be pretty good though, the way it came out.
But I mean, like,
we're into high cars because
now that we don't have much lower end cars to go with anymore. Like, I mean, we have like some very classic cars, but I'm pretty sure with our 63 cars, we've run through majority of the options, and now we're going to have to pick if we go for low cars, we're going to have to pick the dregs of cars we didn't want to do previously, like Alfa Romeos and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, the ones that I wanted to do and you turned down for something else.
I was playing, so in case you don't know, I'm doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow. I'm going to finish off my Fallout New Vegas Genocide run. And then I was like, hey, Twitter, what game do you think I should play for the rest of this? There's a smaller racing game that is called like Street X or something, like a Car X Street or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It looks like
Car X Street. I used to play it on my phone all the time.
I was about to say it has what sounds like AI generated voices, and it feels like it's like a phone game with the credit system that you. It feels like with the amount of credits that you earn, I'm like, this just feels like I'm playing a phone game, and I don't necessarily like it, but overall pretty good. I don't remember where this tangent was leading. Oh, so I played that a little bit. Did I? No.
I'm gonna wait up for that. That's not.
No, that was just me being bad. You continue. But so I was playing that.
This was about to be a damn good race.
And I don't know if I like that game because so you start off with like an option of obvious like street tuner cars, and there's a like a, I don't want to say Toyota, but like a 1980s style Japanese truck in there as well. Very drifty cars. Like when you go around a corner, you drift like a motherfucker. And then
that game's all about drifting, basically.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until afterwards. But so I went and bought, because I had the credits to do it, I bought a Firebird Trans Am. And oh my goodness, the difference between one of them and the other one, the truck drifts nonstop, and the Trans Am just sticks to the ground. I have to slam it into emergency brake and whip around a corner, and even then I get like 30 points for a drift, and I'm like, all right, so this is not a drift car. This kind of sucks.
You have to change the tire compounds.
I saw that as well, because I put racing tire. I put Racing Plus on there. And I was like, oh, that's kind of
cool. That would explain why it grips so much then.
But I mean,
they have racing and then they have drifting and all kinds of.
They didn't have well, I didn't see drifting. They had street, they had sport, and then they had racing. And I think there might have been like a different one in there as well, but I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, the lead you have on me is just astounding. Yikes.
I was doing really well through some of them corners. It's like I almost know how to drive a car some days.
But this Porsche feels like, with how grippable it is, that sounds weird, but with how grippable it is, it feels like the Firebird in that game. Of it just wants to stick to the
dirt. It
dirt.
has all the grip until you know.
Are you making fun of me?
So you're gonna play that? No, actually,
I haven't checked the vote.
It was fucking hilarious what you said earlier.
I haven't checked the I haven't checked the poll results, but the last time I checked, there was one vote on the poll, and it was for Car X, and I'm like, I don't know if I like this game enough to actually. I put it as an option because I just downloaded it, and I'm like, all right, cool. We'll see how well it handles. And having played it for a bit, I'm like, I don't know if I should have put this on the poll because there's like other games I downloaded with it that I'm like, this is a lot better. But I'm like, if the poll results show it, then yes. And I don't know. I didn't specify like this is what we're gonna play for the rest of the stream, so we could just play it for a few hours and be like, all right, cool. I'm done with it now. I also downloaded Car Mechanic Simulator. Downloaded it properly. I paid for it. I promise. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I downloaded Car Mechanic Simulator to see how that was before I bought it. I could not get into that game.
After you out of the drift set, I think I'm all set. I'm not gonna lie, this thing doesn't look bad with that wing, but like
it doesn't look great either. Oh, but she can drift.
I definitely I prefer the stock wing.
Yeah, that was the thing. I didn't think of, it already comes with the wing by default, because I didn't see that. Or I wasn't paying attention to that, I should say. But yeah.
The only reason I know, oh shit, I overdid it. The only reason I noticed it was because I drove it up from the house.
Oh.
And I saw that wing pop out, and I'm like, oh, no way.
Because, yeah, the only time
I wasn't going to say something because that's my advantage.
Well, because I didn't, I debated on that or the front splitter. And I was like, all right, well, the wing will give me like more back control, kind of. Maybe not back control, but it will give me more, like, it might make it so it's easier to enter turns at least and exit them. Cool. And I didn't think about, this is a high-class car. Most of them now come with automatic spoilers, kind of thing.
I will say it's not really helping me in the drifts, but that's because it's not meant to do that. But it's not a bad drifter. I need to tune a little bit more.
She feels good right now.
Must be your gear ratio, though, too.
Maybe, because I do just have the stock drift transmission. Oh, that was close. I almost fell off there. Uh-oh. And I almost hit a tree there, too. Yikes. Like, I'm not going to get a high score run, but for a first time drifting with this car. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Don't you mess it up there.
Ooh. Oh, barely saved it. Oh, girl. But, like, I mean, I'm not even going to get close to a player best score. But it feels good drifting. It's just I'm not controlling her well.
She's a little on the hard side to control down here, in my opinion, but I'm digging it. Took me a little bit to get used to it, but I'm digging it.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing is, It feels good drifting. It's just I'm not good at drifting with it, kind of thing. Of like, in the hands of a pro, I'm sure this would be great. I didn't even see my final score, but I know it's not worth it. It was maybe at best 600K. It's this thing of like knowing this is a good machine. It's just I'm not a good operator for it, kind of thing. It feels like it could drift real good if it wasn't me behind the wheel.
Well, with the little tuning too. If he doesn't count,
I didn't put a poll there, Looser. What are you talking about?
All right, let's see how this goes. Doesn't help that it's raining now.
I mean, it might help a little bit.
No, it's going to help you more.
Oh, that's fair.
But I gotta say, it feels fucking good in the rain. That's what they said.
Yeah, again, I think it might just be because I'm not able to tune it. I'm just not getting near the score I should have, but it still feels good. Like, I can say that, oh shit, I'm not going to get a best score. But 143, 475 is not horrible.
I was 2 numbers off a cool number. I had 167.
Nice. So close.
Oh, I know. So,
96% tire?
To the rear.
Oh,
to the
for
rear.
power. For power.
Yeah.
On differential.
So it gets that back end going more.
All right. Last race. Let's see. Is this going to be a complete blowout? Probably.
I hope not. We're getting too many of those.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me sucking more or what, but I've noticed that every time... I
have not played since last week either.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's the problem, is maybe I just need to come back and practice a bit more. Oh, no. Oh, yikes.
Oh, I overpushed it around that corner. It might not be a complete blowout. Come on, get it going.
Get it.
I got it, but geez, it was looking good, and then I just pushed it.
It was bad for me on that corner too, yeah. I did not do great. I got 152 out of that.
It wasn't bad, because I messed up and I had 185.
Damn, you just do better at the drifts.
It's the tuning, dude. Being able to tune.
I will say, like, now that I got more comfortable with the tuning system in this game, every time I don't dread the weeks that I have to be the low car, because I'm like, at least I get to tune it, so that gives me an advantage in each race of being able to prepare a little bit, kind of thing.
Right.
All right. Before you go. All right, let's throw in the V10. Okay, so there's automatically a turbo option, which gives 211 horsepower from that. Then there's a secondary turbo option, which gives 232. What the? Oh, God, I fucked up. Race intercooler, 54 horsepower for 22,000. For 2,200 credits. The really funny thing is, race flywheel, -1 pound.
That's pretty good, but you should have went with that.
Oh my God, you
wouldn't have put that stupid wing on there because you would have been like, pow.
Fucking God damn it! It's just looking at all, like, don't get me wrong, there's not a whole lot of other options that I'm seeing here, but overall, like, yeah, this is just like, yeah, already, only with 66,000, I'm in S2 tier territory with this engine swap.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Fucking, oh my goodness. Race Driveline knocks off 30.7 pounds on this girl.
Yeah.
Fucking god
Jesus.
damn it. God fucking damn it.
Then you were like, oh, the stock engine. Yeah, so I had to put a wing because money.
Oh, look at me and you put the wing on there. Fucking god damn it.
I'm sorry, man.
I feel horrendous because this looks like it's, don't get me wrong. Now looking at the engine options though, race valves are 4.3K and it only gives 15 horsepower. So other than the intercooler and the twin turbo, the rest of the options aren't that great overall. But still, that's something, you know. That's not nothing. Let's throw those on. Oh, and
even then though, I feel like that's gonna be a way better build.
Okay, throw those on. And then we'll get rid of that one. We'll get rid of the muffler. Don't need that. 75.2. Okay, so that's exactly where I was on my other build. And I'm at 909. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 3,459 pounds. 1,099 horsepower. So yeah, I goofed up real bad. I made a big mistake this week, and that is my bad.
You did. You want to come out and drag that real quick?
Yeah, give me a second here. The 40,000 was a gateway into, you know, hey, here's 1,000 plus horsepower. So, you know.
Oh, power, baby.
You like my special paint job?
I like it. Oh man, look, now that's a gap that looks.
Yeah, see, exactly. Like it's still not a huge gap. It's only like 52 points. But still it's a gap, you know. Oh, I can hear the power. Oh my goodness. I'm so mad at myself right now.
Now that's what it looked like what I did to you.
216. I reached 216 in this car.
I hit 206, but it took me a long time. Like your first gear was still slug, but after it got
don't get me wrong. First gear, I was like, oh, nothing's changed. I can hear, and then second gear, immediately you can hear the whee, and I'm like, okay, there is a difference now. This sounds like it's going to murder someone. This is the proper purple people eater. Fucking God, I'm disappointed in myself. I hate myself now. You know what? I'm just gonna crawl in a hole and die.
Nope, you can't. You gotta pick cars.
No, you're bound by your contract, boy.
You shall not leave until the cars are picked.
You cannot leave until your cars are chosen, sir.